Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm about maybe 8-9 kilometers southeast of Hope, British Columbia. And I woke up this morning, had no idea whatsoever I was going to be here. I was just checking out some weather in that this morning, and I seen up in Hope here, it was supposed to have a next few days pretty nice. And today's beautiful. But I'm right in the middle of the mountains. I'm in a valley with mountains there, Snow Peak Mountains there. If you can see over here, let's see here. Snow Peak Mountains there, and behind me, back up there's some more mountains. But really nice place, beautiful river. And then again, you get the sound of the river at nighttime. But yeah, I had no idea whatsoever I was going to be up in this area. And if some of you remember the first RAMBO movie, I think it was in the early 80s. I'm not exactly sure on the date. But Hope, British Columbia, that's where it was made at. And the sceneries, or the scenes where they were back in the bush, hunting them down, the police and the trackers and that. Well, these are the forests that they did those scenes in. Not saying right here or anything, but... And I'm right by the road here. As you can see. But I don't get too much traffic here. Car goes by every once in a while. You know, the ride up the road, you can see the mountains and that. And you can't get better spots. Like, this is gorgeous. And it feels so good being able to travel these roads. Come to areas like this. Like, I'm really privileged to see these places. So I'm just going to get something ready for dinner. I don't know what I'm going to eat. I got some editing and that to do as well. And tomorrow, I think I'm probably going to stay here for the next couple days. It's a nice spot. Well, I got to go into town tomorrow. I got a few things I got to pick up. And when I come back to this spot, hopefully it's not taken and I'll be able to get it. Again. Okay, I'm just going to get something ready for dinner. And we'll see how the night goes. Okay, well, I just got finished doing some editing. Editing takes up a lot of my time. Jeez. But I was just out here looking at the river. It's a beautiful spot, man. Yeah, really nice. And the sun's starting to go down here. You can still see a little bit of the sun at the top of that mountain. But the sun's coming from over here, this way's west, and it's starting to go down another mountain over there, and that's all the sun that we have left, and probably in about 20 minutes, that'll be gone. But I'll be sleeping good tonight listening to this. I'm parked right there, and the river's right there, so when I'm inside the van and everything's quiet, you can really hear the river. But I think I'm gonna call it a night here. I got a bunch of stuff downloaded on Netflix, so I'll find something to watch. But I'm gonna call it a night here. And why don't you guys join me for coffee in the morning? Good morning. Just made my coffee. I slept great last night. Listening to this all night, that'll put anybody to sleep. But I'm just going to run into town here. A few things to pick up. But hopefully I'll be able to get this spot again today. I just want to pick up a few things and come back out here. And as long as it's not taken, I wouldn't mind grabbing this spot again. It's a really nice spot by the river. Surrounded by mountains. What more can you ask for? But I'm just going to head into town. Pick up a few things, and I'm going to end up coming back here and see if this spot's open again. Hey guys, if you've ever seen that show, Highway Through Hell, this is their yard right here. Yeah, this is their yard here. This is where they bring the vehicles, and they got the shop and everything back here. It's all fenced off with a high fence, so no advertising, no name or nothing on the fence. So nobody really knows who it is. I just came down to the park here where the Othello tunnels. See there? Othello tunnels. I guess they made part of the Rocky movie here. I don't know if you can see in these pictures. Nah, the light's kind of. Oh, there we go. But you got the tunnels and that. But you got these the cliff, the rock wall there. In one of those, they got, I think there's 3 tunnels or something like that. But in between one of the tunnels, I think it was number 2 and number 1, is where they made that scene when he shot at the helicopter. And he shot that cop, and the cop fell to his death to the bottom of the valley. But I'm just going to stick around here for a little bit and then go back into town. Cool. I'm just going to hit this little roadside market. I'm going to pick up some fruit. Just picked up some fruit, some nice fruit. And some onions. Okay, I'm at Hope Slide. I don't know if you could pause that, you could read it. But it's about the slide that happened here and this mountain behind us. Oh, shit. That mountain right there in that area all came down. And if you look at that map, kind of tells you how it came down and how many meters above the original ground it is and all that. And then I was reading this plaque. Yeah, you guys see the plaque? But I was reading the plaque there, and anyway, you got in this landslide there was 4 people killed in 3 different vehicles. 2 of the people were never found. So there's 4 people killed in that. They have their names and dedicated and all that to them. But also, there's an aircraft crashed here August 13th, a few months, 7 months after the landslide. And then on April 23rd of 1966, a Royal Canadian Air Force plane crashed. Like, this place is jinxed. Like, wow. And then, quite a few guys died that were on that flight. Like, and if you look at the mountain, you could kind of see where it actually came down at. Just looking over this here, how it just devastated the area. Like, wow, can you see? Got the whole side of the mountain down here. And came from up there, came down here, kept on going right across over to that mountain there. But came right across. There's a road. Actually, the road was down over here somewhere. The road was down over here, and I think over there, but at the bottom of that mountain, there's a river there. But I just have my binoculars out, and I'm looking at a lot of these rocks. You're not going to see on here, but people signed them, dated them, and you can kind of tell how far people actually walked up as to where, because they went up to sign the rock. So that's pretty cool. But wow, what a place. And there's still snow on the ground out here. I'm up pretty high still. But I went to back to that campsite, and it was taken. But I kind of figured it'd be taken once I leave. It was a pretty nice spot, and it wasn't far from town. So I think I'm gonna continue on down the highway here, going east on number 3. That'll bring me into Princeton. I won't go to Princeton tonight though. I'll find somewhere along the way to a Forestry Trunk Road. I'll cut off and I'll camp just for the night. Maybe continue on there for tomorrow. But there's a couple places around Princeton I wouldn't mind going to see. There's Granite City, or Granite Creek, Granite City, an old abandoned town. It was pretty big at the time, and there's still a few buildings there, and there's the locals in the area. They take care of it and everything like that, so it's pretty cool. There isn't much left of it, but thought I'd maybe go in there. We'll find a spot back there to camp, maybe tomorrow or the next day, however long it takes me to get there. Mind you, Princeton's only like an hour and 10 minutes up the highway. It's not like it's far away. But if I make it there tomorrow, I make it. If I don't, well, I don't. It's no big deal. So I'm going to cut this video off here. And remember, leave a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. As usual, my name's Darryl. This is Van Mountain Van Life. I don't know where I'm going to go next, but I hope to see you on the back roads.